Long time no see. लो मैं आ गया. Hello guys. So today's the plan is same. Reddit scroll करेंगे, फिर मुझे कल के वीडियो की स्क्रिप्ट भी लिखनी है, which is a pending little bit as of now. So let's see कितना कर पाते हैं. We'll discuss some topics of great interest and see what else we can do in today's stream. Pop out chat. On the sky fall. लैपटॉप का पंखा भी चल गया है, आपको आवाज आ ही गई होगी. सो स्टार्ट विथ द जॉब मार्केट rant. A friend of this guy has spent over a decade in senior technology leadership roles, including leading AI initiatives at large Indian enterprises. While this guy is actively job hunting due to a slowdown in his current organization, an interesting pattern has emerged. His profile constantly attracts recruiter interest. Conversations often stall due to either current compensation expectations or lack of experience in a very specific domain. Despite strong leadership, it's a rant, so we will avoid it, and there are lots of tags here. And beware, it's a farming for the likes. This is the thing. This guy is saying that I don't think most people understand how close we are to white collar collapse, which is absolutely correct. Programmers' jobs are gone. AI models can do that very efficiently, and in the first half of 2026, the AI models will improve further. There are new technologies like latent space thinking or diffusion models, all are growing. But and slowly they will replace all the work that is done on a computer. To operate a computer, you won't need a human. It has also now I design my thumbnails on my own, generate them also on my own using Nano Banana. Otherwise, I would need a professional thumbnail designer about which I don't know anything. For research tasks, I use Comet, which uses my PC's browser and does tasks for me based on just a single prompt. So of course, according to this guy, the latest generation of models isn't just helpful, it's competent, uncomfortably so. Not in a demo way, not in a cherry-picked example way, but in a this could quietly replace a mid-level employee without anyone noticing. According to him, code bases faster than the models read code bases faster than juniors, debug issues without emotional fatigue, write documentation. No one wants to write purpose system designs that are annoyingly reasonable. And the scariest part, according to this guy, is it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be cheap, fast, and good enough. People keep saying AI won't replace you. People using AI will. That sounds comforting, but it's only half truth. What's actually happening is that one person plus AI can now do work of 5 to 10 people, and companies will definitely notice that math. This is happening on internal tools, back offices, support teams, analysts, junior devs, even parts of senior work. The replacement won't be dramatic layoffs at first, it will be hiring freezes, which the smaller teams, efficiency pushes, and roles that just stop existing. All of which we can see now actually in the early phases. Especially hiring freezes, companies are less likely to hire new people and beginners in programming as of now than the past. Soon the layoffs will become more larger, and newer companies would need less people to perform those tasks more cheaper, more efficiently, eventually replacing the traditional companies for whom adapting to it would be hard, as they would be filled with people who are old and stubborn and with ego. 5,000 of Mars string taken thought taken तो game है ना. This guy was trained as an AI researcher. He reached top 5% global in Tekken 8 and documented the cognitive process in detail. This was partly a gaming achievement, but also an autophenomenological research into how humans build predictive models under extreme time constraint. The interesting part is fighting games force you to predict, not react. True, most games at 60 FPS with 3 frame decision windows, pure reaction is impossible. You are forced to build an internal world model that compresses 900 plus possible moves into actionable threat categories, read opponent patterns from partial information, and adapts when prediction fails. I am guessing this maps somewhat to what AI researchers are trying to solve with world models and predictive learning. Like even now, current models also you predict the next word. They don't understand the context or meaning. They are also predicting models, and recently there was research also that slightly did not proved but told that human brains also predict the words. Like of course we know the meaning, but all of it is just a prediction model behind it. Like before speaking the next word, we don't know the next word will be what. So yes, prediction models could be in the humans also and maybe we are just too much resembling AI and human brain. The only criticism, this guy is saying that you are trying too hard to link what you have with the current trends in AI. CLIs are passing the line with the latest round of CLI models, command line interface. It feels to me as a software engineer with 20 plus experience that we have passed the line from AI coding being comparable to better than almost any human at software development. It's definitely true. With newer models like Google's anti-gravity especially shows that most of the code editors in the future will be mainly code using AI. The real human will act as the assistant, not the reverse, which we think will happen or is happening right now. There are still many mistakes made, but they are the exception rather than the norm. Less mistakes in my AI team than I do with any human team. In 6 months, I am not sure I will be trusting anything not coded by AI. AI surpassed humans on coding benchmarks long ago, but now it's meaningfully impacting the real world. I think that's something to reflect on. First of all, of course, the front end is done by good some AI models like Anthropics especially very well. They will come to backend also and slowly the full stack. Even now, a lot of people make apps and release them on Google Play Store, which are mainly made by AI and assisted by humans. And the thing is that it's going to become more cheaper, more accessible, more people will use it, and it will soon become the norm, the default way to write a code or program something or build something. People will know the basics, but they won't be used as much as they are now or were in the past. They will just know how something works. Other than that, figuring out the errors, debugging, and everything else will be done by AI. And most of the problems would be solvable by AI only without human assistance. What do you think the world look like in the next 40 years? Hmm. I was reading the paper Machines of Loving Grace by Dario Amodei, and it shows something true. Well, he said that the progress that we would have in the next 100 years without the help of AI and just humans would be done in the next 10 or 15 years using AI. It included curing of all diseases, curing of cancer, double in lifespan, and recently Brian Johnson, the guy who is trying to live forever, also posted that the AI has progressed things a lot in terms of human health and lifespan and aging. He believes that by 2039 we would have made, which is around 10 years, 15 years more, we would have made enough progress to reach immortality thanks to AI. Without AI, it wouldn't have been done, but with AI, we can be there. And yes, so in biology alone, there will be a lot of changes thanks to AI. The speed we would have achieved it without AI also. But now with the AI assistant, things will be accelerated exponentially. That's what I believe, and it will happen in everything. But the world won't be changed as much as we think it will be. People will adapt slowly, but those who don't want to adapt, for them, the world will remain the same. The people who will adapt these things initially will gain higher advantage. They will become rich or reach higher social level. People who will adapt them later won't get much advantage, but by then it would be a norm, like smartphones. People who made them initially are those companies that went bankrupt. But then new companies emerged that were Chinese and many others who are currently the leader in those segments. Now most people are using those smartphones and it has become a norm. But people who invested in the tech initially when it was being made were those who became very rich, like .com thing where Microsoft or Google did this, but the companies who would have done it originally must have gone bankrupt. That's what I think. Initial companies, this is what happens with those companies. Let's see what comments क्या कहते हैं. 380 comments इस पे. We will either reign in the billionaire class and decide to have a society that works for the majority, or we won't and we will live in whatever fucking dystopian nightmare they are pushing us towards. It's pretty clear what the current trajectory is. History also shows that there will be a breaking point when we spent trillions on useless wars that couldn't be reinvested into the country. We let them erode our freedoms with the Patriot Act. We let them. Things are going way. But this is what I think about it overall. If you agree, tell me more. I am ready to hear the chats, if any. Let's stop pretending that we are not going to get hit hard. The world is pretending that nothing bad will happen, but for that is human nature. Until something happens, we think that we won't be affected by us. Like few months back, there was a snake about to enter my house, and I was watching it from a long distance. But I couldn't though I knew that it will definitely enter the home, but I didn't took no action. It was entering through a drain pipe. I had also thought that it will enter through the drain pipe, but didn't took any action or blocking the drain pipe. But when the snake got into the drain pipe and was about to come on the other side in the house, then I went and blocked the drain pipe. That's so we always take decisions when we are very late. Before that, we think that it might happen, but we will not be affected by it, or everything will be safe, which isn't the truth. We always live in a bubble. So So that's what is going to happen with AI also. Most people are pretending that it won't affect them. They shouldn't care about it or learn it. They think that their current profession, being a doctor or engineer, is the best one and it cannot be replaced until 5 or 6 years later, when they will come out of their colleges and get shocked that the thing that they were preparing for or had so much money back then is about to end in the next few years and AI has replaced that. They will think that They will regret that instead of going to college, they must have learned to use AI models, adapted it in their lifestyle. And I think that I won't, but many of my friends will, who don't even use or know how to use these AI models. For them, they are just another app with which they can discuss their personal things or 18 plus talks, something which they use only for entertainment or fun. Des Demis Hassabis reveals AGI roadmap, 50% scaling and innovation strategy, and AI bubble. Well, he had a newer interview, but I think we will watch that interview together. We'll discuss the points he said, but this is the summary. The 50-50 resource split. Demis said that a concrete breakdown of how DeepMind allocates its resources, differentiating their strategy from labs betting purely on scale. Well, the scaling law has failed. Not failed, but it's failing. It says scaling law says that as we increase compute power, the power of those AI models also increase, but that's not happening now. As parameters are increased, it should increase, but the laws are failing. We don't have enough compute power to increase the AI model's capability much further to reach AGI or ASI. There's a technique, but there's a different technique which is training the models for longer time on a smaller compute power, which could be successful in the future, but currently the scaling laws are limited. We have used the data space, the compute power we have on the earth as of now. Things are going to space, but I don't think that they will be able to fulfill that demand. And even after training the AI model, the model will need to run a lot of things, a lot of data, energy, power, and that isn't practically possible. So it's good that he's not betting purely on his scale, but on other things also, like innovation. And he has also confirmed that they have not hit a wall with scaling, but rather are seeing diminishing returns. It's not symptomatic, but it's not exponential either. To cross the gap to AGI, scaling needs to be combined with architecture breakthroughs. I do also think that the companies will hit a wall. I mean, of course, they are hitting wall with scaling. GPT-5 scored 0% on Formula One hard problem needs and real unsaturated reusability. The questions are short, easy to and difficult to solve. They all. What is something AI will struggle with in your experience? What is something AI will still struggles with in your experience? Well, memory. Currently, memory is a big problem. There have been newer research released by Google which increases the context window, keeping the performance fine of the models, but memory is still a very big problem. The models don't have enough context of the world of mine, and it cannot connect those things all at once. In every new chat, I have to tell the model the things again and again. ChatGPT does it fine, but it's not very good either. It often misses a lot of things from the previous conversations. So memory is something that models currently lack. Even after having all of the knowledge of the world, they don't know or remember anything about me. And to use it as a human replacement or as an assistant, it's very important. Another one is physical world. The models act very well with the digital world in computers and companies, websites and everything else, but with physical world they don't connect as of now. I mean, they will soon, but no, companies are not releasing it because they don't know what will the models do in the real world. It's a safety problem, but I do think that they need to. And trust. People currently don't trust AI models much, which is a valid reason. The models often give wrong answers or answers without full context or something else, which a human never would, or maybe would, but would understand from the previous experiences what kind of things I want. The AI models don't do that. They give the answer that they like, sometimes even lying about it. Newer models like Gemini 3 Pro has improved it a lot, but it still happens. It cannot be used as a real assistance to connect with people, like giving orders, taking orders, finding real information which is from good sources is very hard using AI models as of now. So trust is a problem. It will be solved with time, but as of now it is. What do you expect from the coming new year? Well, there are newer breakthroughs that will come in the year 2026 around. Like this year also, the researches are, even now new researches are being released. So of course GPT-6 is expected, which is going to use the latent space thinking for the first time, which could be a riskier move or could be a breakthrough move, which thinks without using the language tokens and increasing the token window further. So that is something that I am feared about, but excited also. Things could go very wrong or maybe fine from there. What else? Grok 5 will release next year, and as Elon says that it will be about to reach AGI. Grok 4 is already very good about it at it, and I do believe that Grok 5 will be much more powerful. I heard that it is being already trained in their Colossus supercomputers. Also, Anthropic and DeepMind are saying that they will have pre-AGI or almost AGI models by 2026. So I am excited to see that how those things unfold over the next year. I do think that by the end of 2026, some pre-AGI models will definitely come out, or we will begin to see some pre-AGI models that will be fully achieved by the starting of 2027. But there will be some signs for that, definitely. Super intelligence, not possible as of now. So, no, super intelligence will take some time. Like, after AGI, people will be highly overwhelmed by it, and AGI will lead to ASI. But what is ASI is connection between millions of minds. Like we humans, we maxed out our brain capacity during evolution, but we have increased our intelligence by forming communities, cultures, joining with other brains, and increasing the combined intelligence using books, cultures, and stories and other things. And we have increased it further by associating using computers, technology, AI models, and that's what AGI will do. Those models, when connected with each other and each other acting as a different expert with their opinions, first world perspectives, they will form ASI very easily, like millions of humans all working together in synchrony. What scientists have to do is just figure out how to get that done just after achieving AGI, where a lot of models work together. So, of course, a little bit of intelligence higher than humans can be achieved by deploying those models, just how we have achieved higher intelligence than a single brain, as brain's capacity was reduced during the past because it couldn't fit in the birth canal. आज वो खेला मैंने स्टारड्यू वैली. ठीक ठाक गेम है, काम गेम एक्चुअली. आई जस्ट, वेल फायरफॉक्स ने भी अभी ट्वीट किया था दैट दे आर अगेंस्ट द AI and not against, but they have released a mode which stops all the AI models from Firefox for web developers version, and they don't look pro AI as of now, but I will think that as things change, they must adopt AI. Also, Google Chrome and others must have definitely begin testing the modern AI browsers like Comet, which does tasks on your behalf. They are just not able to take that risk because of stock, share market, and other things, because things can go wrong there when billions of people are their customers. Perplexity is a small company. They have advantage. They can take bigger risks than Google and lose less value. The the valuation of Perplexity Google could lose in just a single day without being affected much. So of course Perplexity has an advantage. That's why they released Comet much earlier than OpenAI or Google. Even OpenAI's browser isn't much open as of now. It's very limited to iOS, to MacBook users primarily. And looks just like this dude. Most people doesn't even know what an AI browser is. So I do think that they are just not wanting to, and maybe they want to use their compute power somewhere else, because this also consumes a lot of tokens in doing those tasks. Anyone else feels quietly AI changed their daily life this year? Well, a lot. Now, whenever something I have a thought or something to discuss, I write it into Chat GPT. Earlier, those thoughts used to just stay with me. I used to have urge to share with people, but I couldn't as there was no one or no friends or anyone with me. But now I share them with ChatGPT, receive good responses, and I am happy. Most of my Google searches are now just searches on Perplexity or ChatGPT. That has also changed things a lot. I don't like Google's AI mode as of now. It's just very buggy, clumsy, and performance wise also. So yes, things have changed actually a lot. It would be very hard for me to do the YouTube channel before AI and without those AI models. And now it has become a lot easier to do research, generate script outlines, content, arrange things, and everything else. Maybe by next year, and real and cheaper AI editor software will also come. That will be better. Well, in both of cases, I do think that Nano Banana Pro is better at generating images than ChatGPT Image 1.5. After seeing all the things, it generates much more realistic images with same prompts. I don't know with different prompts, but with same prompts, Gemini generates better images as per what I have found. Epstein files are released. A guy जिसने bet लगाई थी $1 million जीतने वाला था, sadly I think he has lost $600,000 and gone in debt. The files have finally been released. 10 counterintuitive facts about LLMs most people don't realize. LLMs don't really understand human language. They don't understand the meaning of specific words. That's why they are prediction models. They just predict what the next word should be. I knew this. Their relationship with facts is asymmetric. High frequency common facts very reliable, but if there is rare something which they cannot verify or haven't been trained on millions of those, then they cannot give a very good answer. The image models have to be trained on millions of images like that. That's what makes us different from AI models. We humans take a long time for getting trained from birth to around 2 years of age. The AI models are trained very fast but have to be trained on a lot of data, millions of images of a simple thing. We just by seeing 5 or 6 examples of something like a ball or a human understand that it's a ball or which kind of relative it is. But that's not possible with AI models as of now. Scientists are trying to do that by increasing their training time and using less compute power, just like we have humans are doing that, but that's a problem. When information is missing, LLMs fill the gaps instead of stopping. That's what causes hallucination. They don't, because they don't understand the meaning of words. They just have to complete that mathematical pattern by predicting the next word. So they fit whatever word they feel should come or has the highest probability of coming there. They don't understand the specific meaning of the sentences or words or what they mean like we humans do. That chair looks like we humans know how a chair looks like, why it is used, what it is made of. That's what those models don't have. So they can say that a chair is used to set up a fire. Maybe it could be, but not really. So that's what causes hallucination. They lie, and they lie with confidence, and that's what causes trust issues in LLMs and sometimes in humans also, and humans do that. Structural correctness matters more than factual correctness. If an answer is fluent, coherent, stylistically consistent, the model often treats it as good, even if the premise is wrong. The same problem. LLMs reward language loops. If a conversation forms a stable cycle, the model treats it as high quality reasoning, even if it never touched reality. Thoughts from AI AGI skeptic. Hi, I'm an AGI skeptic introduced to machine learning in PhD 2012 and felt I had a good appreciation for strengths and weakness LLMs in 2023, but surprised at how much people acted like they were some new tech. In reality, they were just a use of NN tech that's been neural network tech for almost 100 years and implemented in a way that makes it useful for categorizing sequences of words as natural or not. For that reason, I see AGI as an inherently unachievable task, and I think the primary reason it's unachievable is for that there is no way to fully replicate what that which has been achieved by billions of years of evolution by training data, only to coarsely approximate it with absurd levels of computational power as a crutch. I won't like to abuse this guy, but I would say that the Demis Hassabis and all other CEOs say the same things. They don't think that AGI will be achieved using just LLMs or transformer architecture or by predicting words. We need newer breakthroughs, and they do think that those breakthroughs will be achieved sooner in just 2 or 3 years. So of course, this guy is saying the truth, but maybe he's in a still a bubble or ego or something. Maybe I am wrong, but I do think that all CEOs and everyone is saying that the prediction models won't reach us to AGI. Maybe world models will, but not these. So of course he's an AGI skeptic, but he hasn't researched well, and I mean maybe it could be that that's why he's an AGI skeptic, because उसने पूरी रिसर्च नहीं करी, उसको पता नहीं है, और वो AI के बारे में ज़्यादा पढ़ता भी नहीं है, यूज़ भी नहीं करता है. Gemini Flash hallucinates 91% of the time if it does not know answer. अभी यही तो डिस्कस कर रहे थे. A single prompt that will deep. No, sir. I would like to live happily, optimistically. Of course, improve myself with my own reasoning, not an AI model which just predicts word without knowing things and what do they mean, unlike a real human. Chinese researchers unveil LightGen, an all-optical chip that outperforms NVIDIA A100 by 1000x and speed and efficiency energy for Gen AI. Nice. चाइना ने फिर से नई चिप अनवील कर दी. 2 million photonic neurons, computing speed of 35,700 tops trillion operations per second, 664 tops per watt, 512 semantic image generation and 3D scene manipulation in end-to-end experiments. 400 watt पे चलती है light gen is 100 times more efficient. Nice. Maybe they should share it with India or other countries that will use them. Gemini has changed this guy's life. Basically, in 1 week, this chatbot has changed my life drastically. Basically, it has given me business advice, told me what my realistic options are to be successful, guided me on revamping LinkedIn profile, helped me find business to email, create a sample that shows what I am selling, helped me draft an email to send, give me a 2 day week workout plan, included number of sets. Well, मैं भी use करता हूँ वो तो. Helped me invest my money better, told me dangers of certain types of ETFs, told me upside of others, results of ETFs, and pointed out things that I didn't think of in the end. Well, it helps learn a lot. Sometimes it tells things which you didn't know even existed. Like, I was searching about a farmland plantation and it told me that you need windbreak trees, about which I didn't know even knew that something like that existed. So it helps learn new things a lot if it's open. Explain to me the reality. Well, बहुत कुछ बता दिया रे. Guided me from start to finish with reconciling my QuickBooks for my business, helped me understand what the hell I'm doing. It's a pattern recognition machine. It can do that very well, what I would say. But don't trust it. What you should give priority is brain, gut feeling, and everything else. Your friend.